Greetings of the day. I, Chavi Gupta, welcome you all in today's session. We were discussing about the crop production and management, and we have discussed about two or three steps of agriculture. Now we will continue our topic, but before that, just a quick recap that what are the steps of agriculture. The first step of agriculture is plugging, second is sowing, third is adding manures and fertilizers, fourth is irrigation, fifth is protection from weeds, sixth is harvesting, and seventh is storage. Now we have covered plugging, sowing, adding manures and fertilizers. Now what is plugging? That is tilling the land. Means you are mixing the nutrients of the soil from the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. That is your plugging. Now what is sowing? That sowing is you are sow some seeds in the field so that the plants can grow and it can form new crops. Okay, now in both the cases we have traditional and modern methods, but we have seen that modern methods are much better than the traditional methods. Then the third step is adding manures and fertilizers. Now, what are manures and what are fertilizers and what are their functions? Manures, they are the rich organic compounds which are prepared from the decomposed materials that are biodegradable in nature. But fertilizers are the inorganic chemicals which are chemically synthesized in the laboratory. Manure increase the fertility of the soil, but fertilizers did not increase the fertility of the soil. If in excess manure is used, then there will be no harm to the soil, but if you use in excess fertilizers, then there will be harm to the soil and the soil fertility can be lost. Now our next step is irrigation. What do you mean by irrigation? Irrigation basically means that you are supplying water to the fields artificially or naturally. If you are supplying naturally, it is known as natural water supplying, which is done only by rainfall. But if irrigation is done by human beings by using artificial methods, it is known as irrigation. Now see, irrigation is defined as the artificial process of watering the crops. अब crop को water कर रहे हैं so that they can grow properly, it is known as irrigation. Natural method of supplying water is rainfall. Now water is needed. अब आपको water supply करना क्यों? As we all know that in our human body also we need waters टू मेंटेन अवर बॉडी सिस्टम. हमें अपनी बॉडी सिस्टम को प्रॉपरली मेंटेन करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? वाटर चाहिए, ताकि हमारी बॉडी की प्रॉपरली ग्रोथ हो सके. एंड वी ऑल नो दैट 70% ऑफ अर्थ इज कम्पोज ऑफ water. The same way the 70% of human body is composed of water. So the same way plants need water to get the nutrient supply. So water is needed by crops to transport nutrients to the whole plant. Now there are different sources of irrigation. Sources is from where do you get the water? That is lakes, ponds, rivers and wells. Now we have two types of methods, that is traditional and modern methods of irrigation. Traditional methods of irrigation means where you are wasting the water and you are employing large number of people in it to irrigate your field. But in modern methods we use some labor and moreover the water wastage is less. Now some traditional methods are rahat, dhekli, hand pump, chain pulley system and moat system. Now modern methods are your sprinkler system and drip irrigation. Now we will look at it by a mode of video.
Methods of irrigation. In this module, you will learn about different methods of irrigation. Water is essential for the germination and growth of crop plants. Water is supplied to agricultural fields either naturally, through rainfall, or artificially through canals or other systems. The artificial supply of water to agricultural fields is called irrigation.
The artificial supply of water to agriculture field is called irrigation.
Irrigation can be done using different methods. Before learning about these methods, let us find out how irrigation is important for crop production. In the absence of rainfall, irrigation maintains the minimum amount of moisture required for crop production.
इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ रेनफॉल, अगर रेनफॉल नहीं है तो इरिगेशन क्या करेगा, आपके क्रॉप्स को प्रॉपर मॉइस्चर देगा, मतलब मिनिमम जितना चाहिए, सो दैट आपका क्रॉप खराब ना हो.
It maintains proper growth of crops and helps to protect them against frost and hot air currents.
What is
The
frost? Frost is basically when you see that there is cold or winter season over here, you will see that ओस will आपकी बर्फ़ की बूंदें या ओस की बूंदें जिसे आप कहते हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा लेयर में डेवलप हो जाती है. दैट इज़ नोन एज फ्रॉस्ट फॉर द क्रॉप.
The duration, time gap, and amount of irrigation are determined by the type of soil and crop, and also
Now
the
what it says that what are the factors affecting irrigation. irrigation आप कर रहे हैं बट आप क्या देख के इरीगेट करेंगे फील्ड को, कि वो आपकी सॉइल कैसी है, मीन्स उसमें वाटर कंटेंट ज़्यादा चाहिए या वाटर कंटेंट कम चाहिए. टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप, क्रॉप कैसी है. कोई क्रॉप जैसे हमने राबी क्रॉप पढ़ी थी, खारिफ क्रॉप पढ़ी थी, कि आपको वीट में कम वाटर कंटेंट चाहिए बट आपको राइस में एक्सेस ऑफ वाटर कंटेंट चाहिए. सो इन राइस यू विल डू irrigation more but in wheat you will do less irrigation. next is season of sowing. अब कौन सी क्रॉप कौन से सीजन में ग्रो कर रहे हैं उस पर भी irrigation डिपेंड करता है.
and also the season in which a crop is sown. Different methods of irrigation have been used.
Now what are the different methods of irrigation? That is traditional and modern. Traditional is moat और pulley, मतलब मोट को हम पुली सिस्टम भी कहते हैं. एंड नेक्स्ट इज चेन पंप सिस्टम, धेकली सिस्टम एंड राहत सिस्टम. And what are the modern methods of irrigation? That is sprinkler system and drip irrigation.
Irrigation have been used since humans took to agriculture. The traditional methods of irrigation are a moat or pulley system, a chain pump system, dhekli system, and rahat system. Of late, these methods of irrigation have been replaced with modern methods like sprinkler system and drip system. Let us learn about all these methods, starting with the traditional methods. A moat system is one of the simplest and cheapest irrigation systems. In this, water is drawn from a well or water source by a bucket attached to a rope. The rope is passed over a pulley and fixed to an animal. The animal walks down an earthen slope away from the well to lift water. The water is then emptied into a channel and the fields are irrigated.
Now this is your moat system in which the ox are connected to a rope and the rope is connected to a pulley. Then ox will move forward, the pulley will rotate and the bucket from the water comes out and go to the channel system, and the channel is connected to the fields where the water is irrigated. Now the next method.
In a chain pump system,
Now this is a chain pump system.
large wheels connected by a chain are positioned at an angle to each other. One wheel is near the source and the other is near the sink.
Now what is source? The source where you collect the water, and what is sink where you dump the water, जहाँ पे आप water को डाल रहे हैं.
One end of the chain dips into a pool of water. The chain carries the buckets. As the wheel turns with the help of a shaft and handle, the buckets dip into the pool and draw water. The chain then lifts the buckets to the upper wheel, where they are tipped and dumped into an upper pool. The chain then carries the empty buckets down to be refilled. The water in the pool is then released by gates into channels, which act as artificial streams to water the crops.
This is your chain pump system in which the water is collected from the source and then dumped into the sink. Now we have two wheels over there, where the one wheel is in the source and the one wheel is at the sink. Now what happened? The chain will rotate as you rotate the shaft. As you rotate the rod connected to the shaft, and when you rotate the rod, then the shaft will rotate the wheel which is connected at the sink. Then the bucket will go into the source, and then it comes out carrying the water in it, and then it dump the water into the canal. In this way the field get irrigated with the help of chain pump system. Now the next method.
In the Hickley system of irrigation, water is drawn from a water source with the help of a log of wood placed on a fork-shaped tree for support. The log is tied to a large stone which acts as the lever. A bucket is tied to the other end of the log. During irrigation, the rope tied to the bucket is pulled down so that the bucket goes into the water source and fills up with water. The bucket is again drawn up by pulling up the rope. The water is then collected manually and poured into the channels.
Now this is your Hickley system, in which you have a lever system. You connect a लॉड आप वेट कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं एक साइड पे, एंड एक साइड पे आपको वाटर के लिए बकेट चाहिए. नाउ द वी हैव अ log of wood over there in the fork shape. Now what happens, the weight will pull down, the bucket will come with the water, and then the farmer will put the water in the canal, and then it will irrigate the field. Now we have next system.
Rahat's system of irrigation involves two wheels, one placed vertically over a water source, typically an open well, and the other placed horizontally at a distance. A belt of buckets is fixed to the first wheel, and an ox, buffalo or camel is tied to the other wheel. As the animal pulls the wheel around in a circular motion, it sets in motion the first wheel with the buckets, which draw water from the water source and irrigate the fields. The traditional methods of irrigation are cost-effective but time-consuming. Thus,
You have studied the traditional methods of irrigation, Rahat, Hickley, chain pump system, and moat system.
Thus, these methods have been replaced with drip system and sprinkler
These are the
system.
modern systems.
Let us learn about these two methods in detail. A sprinkler system is used in arid and uneven regions as an alternative method of irrigation. This system employs many perpendicular pipes with rotating nozzles at the top, installed at regular intervals. The pipes are placed on the field and are connected to the main pipelines that emerge from the main water storage tank. Water is conveyed under high pressure through the pipes with the help of a pump. The water comes out from the rotating nozzles in the form of spray, somewhat as rain.
This you must have seen in some movies like Chak De India, or when the ground is prepared for batting and for hockey game.
In a drip irrigation system, water is delivered at or near the root zone of crops drop by drop. A drip irrigation system is the most efficient system of irrigation as there is absolutely no wastage of water. This system is mostly used in areas with poor water availability. Both the modern systems of irrigation are costly but require less labor and time. In this module, you have learned irrigation is
Now,
the art
drip
of
irrigation is the method in which you drop the water drop by drop so that there will be less wastage of water. This is all what you have studied in methods of irrigation. Now, why traditional method is not good? हम कह रहे हैं ट्रेडिशनल मेथड से अच्छा आपका मॉडर्न मेथड है. वाई? बिकॉज इट इन्वॉल्व्स मोर लेबर वर्क. मीन्स आपको ह्यूमन ज़्यादा चाहिए, आपको एनिमल्स चाहिए इसमें, वहाँ पे लेबर वर्क ज़्यादा है. सेकेंडली, इट लीड्स टू वेस्टेज ऑफ वाटर. यहाँ पे वेस्टेज ऑफ वाटर भी ज़्यादा है. So what we have done is we have moved to a new method, that is modern methods of irrigation, to avoid the water wastage and to reduce the labor work. Now what is the need for irrigation? We know that everyone have some needs for irrigation. Now what was that? When we know there are some perennial crops. What are perennial crops? Perennial crops are those crops which grow throughout the year and needs water throughout the year. And we know that rainfall is not throughout the year. आपकी रेनफॉल पूरे साल नहीं आती. जब पूरे साल रेनफॉल नहीं आती तो what we need is methods of irrigation. Now, secondly, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ डेजर्ट एरिया. हमें पता है कहीं कहीं पर डेजर्ट एरिया बहुत ज़्यादा है. सो टू रिड्यूस द डेजर्ट एरिया वी वांट मोर एंड मोर वाटर so that this desert area can be converted into fertile land and crops can be grown over there. Now, next is we have done irrigation. We know that with the main plants, some other plants also grow that are known as your weeds. So weeds are the unwanted plant that grow with the main plant. जो main plant के साथ grow करते हैं उन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? weeds. Now, अब जब वो ग्रो कर रहे हैं तो उनको क्या चाहिएगा? न्यूट्रिएंट्स भी चाहिए, वो अपनी स्पेस भी लेंगे, वाटर भी लेंगे एंड लाइट भी लेंगे. तो वो सब कुछ लेंगे तो अल्टीमेटली जो मेन क्रॉप है आपकी उसको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, उसके न्यूट्रिएंट्स कम हो जाएंगे. सो वी नीड टू रिमूव दैट वीड्स. सो वीड्स कैन बी कंट्रोल्ड. आप उन्हें कैसे रिमूव कर सकते हैं? बाय अप्लाइंग वीडीसाइड्स. वीडीसाइड्स आर द केमिकल्स दैट आर यूज्ड इन द फील्ड्स टू रिड्यूस weeds or to kill the weeds. So when we are removing the weeds, it is known as weeding. The process of removing weeds from the field is known as weeding. Now these are the weeds. This is your main plant. Fine. This green color structure is your weed. This is your weed. Now what is weeding? How is this done? Weeding is a process to remove the weeds from the field. It can be done by our hand, that is by using khurpi, or by using mechanical machines, or we can use some chemicals such as 2,4-D which kills the weeds. Now what we have studied is irrigation. What is irrigation? Types of irrigation, sources of irrigation, methods of irrigation, what are weeds and what is weeding and how we can control the weed. Now you have to answer two questions, that is write two more chemicals that are used by farmers. फार्मर्स और कौन से दो केमिकल्स यूज़ करते टू रिमूव वीड? वीड को रिमूव करने के लिए आप कौन से दो केमिकल्स यूज़ करते हैं? ना अब आपके अकॉर्डिंग बताइए वीडिंग शुड बी डन और नॉट. क्या आपके अकॉर्डिंग वीडिंग करनी चाहिए हमें या नहीं करनी चाहिए? व्हाट इज़ वीडिंग? टू रिमूव द अनवांटेड प्लांट्स. तो क्या हमें वो करनी चाहिए या नहीं करनी चाहिए? दैट यू नीड टू आंसर. दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे.